Hey, what's going on? Back with another one. Back with another one. Damn. Okay. This is the Independent Thinking series. Embrace being an independent thinker. The 42nd edition. And yeah, we here. We here. Let me see what the chat is like. Okay. Let's see. We're going to talk about the steroid accusations or allegations of the LBJ shit. Um, she said, "Proud to understand." What fucking typical. She's typical. Okay. We're gonna talk about his allegations I've heard last week, and shouts out to Ticket TV for bringing that forth. What Shell? Some people pronounce him Shell. I won't say Kale something. I don't give a fuck about dude. I don't really care for him. He's a steroid user. He's a mixed martial artist. I don't watch these weirdos like that. But he takes roids, and that's just that. I'm not going to get into shit. How can I? Okay, I don't like this little thing on the screen. I can't find a scroller, but how to do style, save it, and I'm going to yeah, y'all just bear with me with the thing and all that. Yeah, the scroller is just they try to make them wireless and shit. I don't like that shit. That's yeah, I have to use my computer screen and all that shit. That's annoying. That's the most annoying thing about live stream, not live streams, but setups of live streams. You try to figure out what you can do and what not. So, I'm blocking sounds out. But yeah, I had this mic last I spoke on this different microphone you're hearing right now. It's the MV7X, and also showcase it on a random live stream called Random Thoughts. Y'all can watch that. And I was showing you the different microphones on the pre-recording on Sunday Dailies, and I show you what the different ones I'm using. And what I was trying to say, I was updating my content where it's going to move forth, and you're not going to see much of independent thinking series. Like, I'm going to try to get this out, but the next week after, yes, I will promote the on the 26th. That's the one I'm going to schedule, and that's the last one you're going to see until somewhere around April. You'll see more Wednesday be history content, but for now, you'll see Wednesday live stream. I won't call it something. I'm gonna start not next week, but the Independent Thinking series. I'm not gonna start it that week, but the week after of that next month or something like that. That's the only way you're gonna see it. And I'll live stream more on Wednesdays, more than I do Tuesdays. And because that's a better schedule for me, because I can do it more often. Because the beginning of the weekend we talk about the different topics and different things, current events, what's going on the internet, and just random stuff. Just I like to be versed in everything, what's going on, what's relevant to today, and then also talking about what's going on in the social network sphere. A lot of people call it the media. I hate the term social media. That's some boomer that made it up and divide the content because there's no media in anything. Really, the media you want to talk about is YouTube and all that. Social networks would be like MySpace and Facebook at the time, and MySpace was standard. Then Facebook came after, and then Twitter, and all them sites were decent. But all of a sudden, corporations that made them what they are today, and then that's basically standard. But you can't have that now because there's a new law in I think in the state of Georgia, that the state I live in. If you drive, they said distracted drivers law. There's a new law in Georgia. They passed it in, I believe it was 2 months ago. They passed it 2 months ago in January. My dad said you can't have your phone in your hand while you're driving because you get a ticket for that. And plus, if you try to resist and if you have it, you'll get a ticket for it. But you got to make sure you're away from your hands, or it's like if you have a Bluetooth, you can answer it that way, or have it in the stand and make sure you don't have it, and you put your phone and then you use communications like that. That's the thing about because a lot of cars got built-in Bluetooths now, like a cell phone, because cell phone is standard around the cars and all that. It's basically like automatic driving, like the AI is in your car now, so that's standard in all driving now. So Georgia's the first state that's going to implement this They are implemented this year, but this is going to be standard across state. Every state's got it, but it's not true. But that's the implementation around the world. This is going to be the standard of technology, what people are into. So what you're seeing is automatic driving is real, and AI and that stuff and laws like this. A cell phone is nothing but a tool to other things. Now they say you cannot be on any social network slash what y'all call social media. I hate the term itself. That talks about different source of the internet, like surfing. If they catch you surfing, you get a ticket, especially down here in Georgia. That's the law. They call it the distracting driver's law. I don't know other states per se have that type of law. I wish it was in all 50 states. Like I said, it is, but really it's not because they don't issue that. It's probably in some certain states, but not all states. I don't think it's across the United States. And they said state law. When he said that, that's only in Georgia. Everybody else, not so much. They don't follow that. Come down here with that, they locking your ass up or you get a ticket. Because if they find out anything else, it's going to be a lot of body cam vids down here in Georgia. And you just get ready for more content for YouTube. It's really sad, but it's true. Sometimes you just don't want to mess with your cell phone while you're driving anyway. You don't really need it. You just really need to turn it off or just leave it face down. When you're driving, leave it on. I mean, leave it on, but don't use it. I'll say it like this. If you want phone calls built in Bluetooth, just use what you can, whatever. But I don't recommend using it at all. Just wait till later when you get to the house or you're in the store. Yeah, you call somebody and that's it. But it's kind of crazy. Why talk on the cell phone? Now, talking on the cell phone by your ear and all that stuff, that's a little different. But, niggas ain't gonna act right. But all I'm saying is you can't have your phone texting and be on the internet like that. That's crazy. And while you're waiting. And some people can't do that now because that's standard, like down here, you know. So again, the steroids, they call them allegations, right? Let's go look at something about kill someone. They're mad at Kevin Garnett. This is let's just say his name is Marca. Marca. I don't know. That's the code Marca or ESPN or whatever. Okay, ESPN star addresses Kevin Garnett's dope. He said the doping allegations, talking about steroids, allegations, or the EPO that Kel Summer was talking about. Okay, allegations against LeBron James, and Kevin Garnett even said it. This is a problem. This is on internet. They're not reporting this on mainstream media, so this is it's in the news, but they're not publicizing it because LeBron's currently playing. They're gonna wait till he retires, and then they're gonna start talking about it. But people been knowing. So the NBA world has rocked by allegations that once of the greatest, they try to say the greatest players of all time, calling him the GOAT. He's not the GOAT to me, really. It's really Michael Jordan. And to me, my GOAT is Wilt Chamberlain. But if you want to talk about modern NBA based off eras, I got to say Mike is the GOAT currently from the 90s, and that's it. Now, he may be the GOAT of this, I'll say 2010s. I'll give him that. If you talk about different eras, I got Wilt in the 60s, him and Bill Russell, the two GOATs in the 60s. 70s, to be fair, Wilt was in it, but you got Kareem, of course, known as Lou Alcindor, and you got a combination of Dr. J. It's several heads on that. 70s is a toss-up for me. I'm going to make a real list on it real soon on a vlog stream, explain who is the greatest of all time in sports. That's a separate topic on that, or I might do a future video on that. It's something to think about. It's giving me some ideas because I don't think he's the GOAT in any era, but to be honest with you, LeBron is probably currently for his delusional fans, but in reality, I think he's the GOAT of this sorry generation that loves basketball right now. But I'm from the previous generation that I love MJ. He's the one. But to me personally, historically basketball, I say Wilt Chamberlain is the greatest player of all time. He's number one on my list, and then I got Michael Jordan second, and then third, I gotta say Magic Johnson because what he did in the 80s with Bird, they had some great matchups, and he matched up very well with a lot of great players. So yeah, Magic is my third pick. I like Magic. I'm biased on that. And then the fourth, I probably have to put who I put fourth, to be fair. Shit. Stat wise, that's a tough one. The fourth one's a toss up, and the fifth one I got Kobe Bryant because of the 81 points. If he had 81 points, I wouldn't put him up there. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Hold on. Can't put Elijah on and David Ross. So much respect to him. I love their games. Damn, that's a tough one. Fourth is gonna. I got to think about that one. Who ranks him? I'm going by eras when I put my list. Yeah, that's a whole nother list on me. That's just me personally. You don't have to agree with it or not. Okay, LeBron James was using steroids as Kevin Garnett made the allegations on March 8th, and they have seemingly been backed up by an ex-star, Chael Sonnen. He's a former UFC star fighter, right? Chael Sonnen. He's known to take steroids, by the way. He said this on a podcast too. Shouts out to Ticket TV for breaking it down. And he's not playing. And them allegations of Balco is real serious, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna summarize what this means for the future. To me personally, I think they're gonna legalize this drug anyway in sports. Sports has been corrupted years and years ago. Now they want everything legalized. If you notice about gambling and all that, and weed and all that, it's over. They're just legalizing drugs now, and that's what we're going into. But we ain't gonna get into that. Garnett's recent statement on the ticket and the Truth podcast sparked controversy when he suggested that LeBron James might be using steroids. But during this discussion about whether LeBron James' son Bronny James could score a basket on his father, Bronny ain't that good. Bryce is the better James. That's just me personally. Garnett disagreed with the idea, implying that LeBron James' physical prowess might be enhanced by performance-enhancing drugs, but Garnett's assertion raised eyebrows due to its seriousness and implications, particularly considering LeBron's clean record about drug tests throughout his career. Like they always say, Barry Bonds was clean, and then they finally caught him. He was taken. They say the same thing about Barry Bonds. What happened? He's out of the Hall of Fame. That could be LeBron, or LeBron may go the way of that Boston Red Sox. What's his name? Tito Ortiz. He was known to take PEDs, but it's in the Hall of Fame. That'll make no sense. You see what I'm saying? That they're gonna legalize this shit, bro. It's just like anything else. James' physical and longevity in professional sports have always been marveled, as he said he's dedicated himself to improving his knowledge and discipline in these two areas to extend his basketball career currently with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what he always say. He be capping. He know what he's doing. Almost a year ago to the day, the current ESPN employee Chael Sonnen tripled down on his claim that LeBron James, The Rock, and John Cena used the PED, EPO, and anabolic steroids. Sonnen appeared on the PBD podcast, 1.7 million followers to campaign for EPO. They say he doubled down. I disagree with that double down statement. That's BS. That's true. He said it. He didn't double down. But these allegation cases, serious doubt over that. They might have gotten even stronger in their validity, as Sonnen, who now serves as a co-host for an ESPN MMA program, seemed to confirm Garnett's claims against James. He did not double down. So when they said that on this tweet, Apex Jones, shut your bitch ass up. He did not double down. Get the fuck out of here. That he did not double down. No, he said what he said. I heard that podcast clip from Dreamers Pro and Ticket TV, and they confirmed that. There's some truth to that. I'm not biased. It's no hate. This is what you're going to see. But here's what LeBron's going to say in the future. I'm going to say it at the end of this reading, and we're going to go to another article, what they really say, because this is getting bad out here for him. It's not good. But in a way, he's got money. He's a billionaire. He's going to try to spend it and try to tell you it's okay. He says it's a legal medicine too now. Chael Sonnen said the same thing. So basically speaking for LeBron, but in the reality, LeBron is not going to go after him because he's going to do something that he ain't never done before. LeBron's not going to attack him. No, he's going to be smart about it, because if there's some money behind it, look who runs the politics of the world. So, you know what I'm saying? I already know who's going to win for president, but they ain't going to be the fool that you want repeating. It's about money, who started wars, and who's going to maintain that. We'll see. That's how that's going to be about. Okay. He said against James. And he said, I was one. He said, and he and I have one thing in common, Son said to the Flagrant podcast. We use the same drug dealer to buy our EPO. He said the Ethiopia, I ain't gonna pronounce that. I'm gonna say the the EPO. I'm gonna say the same drug that you can look that up. And I don't see anything wrong with that. That's what he said. And it was something called EPO. And the world performance enhancing drugs and the experience of EPO is king. He said it is king. He said it's the best out there. This is anabolic steroids he's talking about. And it's the king by 8. I would pass up 5 other stuff to just to have that. And he said that. He said that. But it's very, very difficult to get. It's very expensive. He said it's very expensive. We have the same guy, and I didn't say that ousted him or embarrassed him. This was like a dry snitch. He said this wasn't okay. He said this wasn't like a dry snitch. It wasn't dry snitching. No, it's just he's confirming what he does. And I'm sharing that if you want to get the basketball, if you want to get a basketball and you want to make it to 38, uh-oh, and you want to be MVP of the league, you can't just go do certain things. That's facts. Once you're a certain age, playing sports or any sports you do, organized sports is one thing. Yeah, people cheat all the time. They get caught and get tested. That don't mean anything. Once you have that in your system and then they don't catch you, and the guy from Balco, shouts to Ticket TV, he did a thing on him. He didn't get caught with saying that. So basically, they're sneaking it in. So they're trying to legalize the shit. That's what they're trying to do. They already legalized weed, marijuana, right? Don't be surprised they legalize organized sports. I'm going to talk about why they're going to legalize organized drugs and organized sports. A lot of people say it won't happen. That's bullshit. No, once you have billionaires and gambling, it's over. It's over. It's entertainment. The game done died when James went to Miami and started that, and then we don't know how long he took this stuff because we don't know the backstory. All we know is that year, but past that he probably did this before. See, he's media created, and y'all fell for it, and they got y'all. I never fuck with this nigga. I told you I'm an MJ guy. I didn't care for Kobe and all them other guys, but this guy came in. That's why a lot of people don't like the league. They didn't like him when he first came in. The ones that really don't like him, I'm consistent with mine. A lot of people say I was never a fan of him. Didn't care for Cleveland like that. He was good. They had good teams. I respected what he did, but I didn't care for him when he was in Cleveland. I didn't care for LeBron. I never really did. And I'm glad my Spurs beat him in 07. He was what he was. Then he got beaten in what? In Miami? See, I didn't like the Miami teams he was on. I liked the Dwayne Wade, but I did not like the Miami Heat teams because I thought they sucked. They was overrated and mediocre. They couldn't go further. They couldn't even beat my Spurs in the last series they had in 2014. They wasn't going to win a lot of championships. They won 2 back-to-back because Wade done won before. So that game, he gave Wade his 3rd championship. That's it. And then the reason he went to Cleveland, he won his own championship. He wanted to control Miami, but Pat Riley was, and that cheap owner wouldn't let him do that. He said, "Get your ass out of here, nigga." They sent him right back where he came. It is what it is. He says very sad, but I didn't say him and how. Okay, I'll just read that again. He said, "What was the diagnosis scandal?" The conversation took surprising turn as Garnett referenced the biogenesis scandal from 2013, where the Major League Baseball players were linked to obtaining performance-enhancing drugs from a Florida clinic, the same one in Miami that LeBron went. In 2023, underreacted federal investigative documents revealed connections between LBJ, long-term the associated with Ernest Randy Mims, and David Alexander. But LeBron's former trainer to individuals involved he said involved in the scandal. But although James was investigated by the DEA due to his association with these figures, but the investigations concluded that neither Mims nor Alexander had provided PEDs to James, but clearing him of any wrongdoing. That's what they say. Yeah, that's true. That's the scandal they're going by, what this guy's saying. But in reality, they're lying too. They lied, and then guess what happened? Barry Bonds eventually got caught. Yeah, he was connected to those guys as well. But despite this exoneration, Garnett's comments reignite the speculation of scrutiny about James's potential involvement in performance enhancing and drugs, despite no concrete evidence implicating him. But this incident underscores the sensitivity surrounding allegations of doping in professional sports and highlights the impact of unsubstantiated, that's what they say, claims. See, they're denying it, but in reality, he's doing it in a secret manner. He done paid some people off. He got lawyers. But all this is saying to me, LeBron is suspect. If Kel knows something, They all know something. So they're capping on this article. So yeah, you're not gonna find much on LeBron. I'm just referencing what I think of it. It's not sad, but this is coming out, man. Like they're not playing with him. If he retires and we find out he did take that, it's over for him. But in reality, he'll try to legalize the shit. Knowing him, he got money and power. Knowing LeBron, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. It's just it's not white noise or anything. No, this can happen to him anytime. This reminds me of Barry Bonds and that guy from the Boston Red Sox. They want a guy be held accountable, but if they ever legalize steroids in general, I think it's going to be a problem. But in reality, I just want to say they're going to try to because the league's already corrupted with nonsense right now. There's no ethics of what's going on. Like I don't see anybody coming back from the usage. Now, LeBron James, he's a popular player. A lot of people said these are allegations and there's no proof and they can't prove he's taking it. But in reality, if you're taking steroids, this is a big deal. You know, Barry Bonds got destroyed. He got the same treatment and never put him in the Hall of Fame. Now, LeBron is a different story because he's a specimen. People think he's going to last forever, and he's already breaking down. Everybody knows the side effects of having it. Now, he tries to say he never took it. Don't be surprised if he take it. So you can't go by what you're saying. Like, I don't agree with people saying that LeBron's not taking it. There's so many factors of it. But LeBron is one of them guys that I suspect that he is taking it or whatever. I just don't see people going at his head like that. But LeBron, he's the main target. I know his son, they trying to accuse his son with the steroid allegations and stuff like that. And there's some possibility. Um, I'm just looking at it for what it is. But you gotta look at one thing. If you're taking anything from Heed, it just goes to show you that people gonna say what they want. LeBron has to understand that a lot of people don't care for him like that. He's going to have to deal with the consequences of people coming at him. And he's going to pay for that. Like a lot of stuff we say LeBron ain't going to able to do is we got to look at the factors of what we're talking about. And like LeBron is one guy. He's not by himself. Now, he said John Cena rock. Now, John Cena did not admit he took it. He's denied it on the side. He probably admitted it now. But they said somebody in the comment section on Ticket TV said Rock already admitted. I know he admitted it because once you got all that money and they're wealthy people and they admitted that stuff. But yeah, EPO is king. Steroids has been around forever, and that anabolic steroid has been around since when I was in high school. I got a story to tell y'all about this one guy I went to school with. He was a good kid, but when he played football, they were saying he was using steroids, and I was not surprised if Ben was using steroids. His name was Ben Miller. Now they try to say he didn't. But somebody on the team at the time, I was playing basketball at the time. I don't know if he took steroids or not. They say creatine, but I'm not for sure. But they accused him of using steroids. Don't be surprised if he did. Because if he did, yeah, he played football, but he used steroids. Now, I don't know what happened to Ben. I don't know what happened to Ben. I haven't spoken to Ben in years. I went to school with Ben Miller. I went to school with a lot of people in my high school that I went to and middle school. I will not be surprised if he took steroids. And if he comes out and say he took steroids years and years and years ago, it just goes to show you it goes back to 2003, 2004 era. And even the early 2000s when Barry Bonds and them guys got caught. This is the era where I was a teenager when this shit was around. And then LeBron James got drafted, what, in '03? Around this time, this was a different period of the world. See, performance enhancing drugs been around a long time. Everybody's been caught up and then the scandals and federal stuff. This is a big deal. Now they're trying to legalize it in organized sports. Now, combat sports, they say you don't use it, but they use it in wrestling. Wrestlers are known to use steroids for years and years, but it comes to find out that if you use steroids, you're done. And I just don't see people don't understand that the fact remains that it's still a hot topic to talk about. Because when you talk about a guy like LeBron James, you're really basically saying that he's taking it. A lot of people say it's alleged. At this point, we could say it's alleged right now, but if it comes out, if something happens to him on the court or whatever, or anywhere, they're gonna look into that. So they already upset with him right now. Let's see something real quick. But yeah, they just looking at him at that some point. So let me clean this. Okay. It's a small ass microphone in person. See, on camera they make them look big, but in reality, these microphones are small in person. They're small in person. They small in person. Oh man. But yeah, y'all know what I'm using. I'm using it and it's smooth off the tongue and off the cuff. You know, a lot of people don't like what I'm talking, but but this is a good mic. It's probably good on the playback. Might use this more often, but in reality, it's just I'm just gonna see what I'm gonna say. I know niggas don't like my ass no way, but I don't give a fuck what their opinions is. But it is what it is. But yeah, but LeBron and the steroid allegations, I mean, that shit is wild, but don't be surprised. That's just the name of the game. And when you get caught up in these allegations, you be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these things, you just gotta look at it from what it is in that nature. But yeah, Kevin Garnett, he was saying some wild stuff, and I'm surprised he said him and Kel Summer. Now, Kel Summer, he's known to say some reckless stuff. I don't really care for him, but this right here is damning. And then you have other bodybuilders coming out and saying the same thing, but a lot of people they just gonna look at it like and brush this off the rug. But this is gonna continue long term. Most people are going to do what they're going to do. And a lot of people say they don't watch me. They watch me off the playback, but I'm just speaking my mind. They try to say I'm done. Like, dude, I've been doing YouTube for years and years. Any niggas say they do it better than me is cap. I was relevant back then from 2012. I might not be relevant now. I'm just gonna speak to haters out there that want to hate. If y'all look at my channel's history, you already know I've been consistent. I don't listen to bitch ass niggas on the internet. I really don't. Because these niggas ain't really about that life because they're not really about content creation. They just about some more shit. And no one cares about you like that. I'm a threat to this website. There's a reason why they ain't take me off this shit because everybody's speaking for me what I'm really about on this content creation. Not only that, but the stuff that I drop. So the hell with these motherfuckers from the fake right and the fake. There's no such thing as really a left, no way. These so-called right people, like they're so pathetic. Okay, it's a bunch of narcissistic bitch ass people on here, and that's why I can't stand this sorry site YouTube, and that's why I don't fuck with it heavy like this. They deserve to be eliminated, to be honest with you. But I'm just speaking my mind. It's not for kids, no. This is adults talking. But you got a lot of morons on here that are slave-minded marks on here that's gonna get dealt with in the future. But I'm good. I'm good. I just got a little small rant, but I'm just saying, like, dude, who cares if he gets caught with that, man? Like, he's the poster child of it. But in reality, if that EPO has some no side effects, they're trying to get it down. I saw a documentary about this too, and that stuff, if they don't have no side effects, that's what they're trying to do in the future, try to make it more less harmful. It doesn't, a lot of people try to say it doesn't kill, but it gets a bad rep. But in reality, steroids, they're gonna try to legalize it. Some people are slow. They never worked out before. That just shows you. I take multivitamins myself, and they don't have no roids in them. They try to say they don't work. That's cap. They do work. Eat the right stuff. They do work. They work for me. Yeah, I lift weights and do everything. They work for me. I ain't gonna look like no LeBron. That's true, but they work for me. Hell, I take Nature's Made. I admit that on here. And another name brand is called Nature's Bounties. Good stuff with the cellular health and all that. That's for foods and stuff. Yeah. They work. I used to take Centrum vitamins for years, and I left that shit alone. I left that shit alone and switched to the others during the pandemic, and then I switched to Nature's Made. And Nature's Made is even better. But if you have magnesium, that's probably the best one you can take if you want magnesium and all the other stuff, other healthy stuff. Eat the right stuff and you're good. Yeah, I can lift weights naturally. The gym does all the rest for you. But you got these idiots thinking they know about steroids than anybody. They really don't. I studied this shit years and years ago. I've been on this thing since 2003. There was a football coach named Coach Walls, and he broke it down. We saw it in the movie form sense. We saw it in a basic sense, how they do it. They do it in sports and all that. But people just get caught up on the nonsense. They just think they know everything, but they really don't. They just run their mouths on the site, and then they act crazy when we talk bad about them. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of morons on the YouTube spaces and things like that because a lot of them are derelict idiots. They get on here, they talk about females 95% of the time in their content, and they're not learning nothing about this. This can affect any athlete if you're trying to aspire to be a pro athlete. You're a target. Like LeBron is the poster child for this. And this is an example of us. And they try to say they hurt black. No, they not. They hurt niggas like you that love guys like this. But he's gonna get away and try to make it standard, and they're gonna try to legalize this shit by law by some way because America likes to change laws like 95% of the time. That's that utilitarian concepts they always do, and they create this liberal system, this fake system what you got today, and y'all still serve your damn masters. Don't give a damn about your own people's freedom, personal freedoms, by the way, but y'all worry about the wrong shit. They got y'all looking over there in the Holy Land, and then you get caught up. That's why I don't like you niggas on the internet, like in general, the ones that have issue with me. Y'all the main reason why YouTube is trash. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm telling it like it is. And y'all soft, man. Y'all ain't gonna do shit and y'all ain't gonna do diddly squat. Y'all a bunch of punks to me. Cause y'all never do that to me in person. Y'all get fucked up for real down here. I'm just saying it on word. I ain't gonna use my parents on no fan. That's what you niggas. You ain't gonna do shit. Shut your bitch ass up. Y'all some hoes. That's the majority in the so-called mainstream space, and you bitch ass. Y'all, all of y'all bitch ass niggas to me. I saw that in 2020 to now. I just let it slide in 2020 and 2021. I was trolling you niggas. Y'all wasn't on shit. Y'all a bunch of punks, man. I'm talking about the ones that have a problem with me in general, like content creation, you name it. Comment. I don't fuck with y'all. The ones that have an issue that's not subscribed to me. I'm talking to you niggas. I ain't talking the ones that subscribe. I'm talking about the you niggas that always throwing shots, but y'all ain't doing your own shit. The fuck out of here, man. And the next weirdo that comes on my shit, comment on my old videos that I said in the past years ago, you should have commented them years ago. Why y'all wait till decades ago commented on it now? Anybody that gets on my old videos and try to comment, the next person I see, I'm blocking your bitch ass. I'm not playing with you bitch ass people on YouTube. You fucking punk ass trolls. I was about to say the other word, but I had to catch myself because I ain't gonna try to get popped. But do not comment on my old videos that dates back to 2012 and from 2014. Do not do it. If I see you do it, anything negative comments, I'm blocking you. That's a fair warning to anybody. Now, if you're a subscriber, that's fine, that's cool. But if you're not subscribed to me, do not comment. If I don't fuck with your page, and if I see you got one subscriber or anything, you're immediately blocked. I'll take care of it and get you off my shit. Because I don't want no weirdos on my shit, especially this channel, because it's no weirdos allowed. I'm not playing with y'all this year. Because y'all get on my fucking nerves. Y'all got away with it in 2020 in the pandemic. I let y'all do because you get your little opinions out, but I don't fuck with y'all like that. I'm one of those people. I'm not going to tolerate that bullshit harassment on this shit. If I see, I'm blocking you, period. You have no freedom of speech over here. This ain't no freedom of speech channel. This is a channel that deals with knowledge, deals with righteous thought, and picking the pieces how society works. This deals with all types of things. I deal with current events and structural economies that can work in the future. I look at the whole picture, not the half picture like you niggas do, like you narcissists do. I don't fuck with y'all on here. I really do not. I'm just making that as a statement right now when we talk about this, talk about steroids with LeBron and what that leads to in the future, because the moralistic shit is dead. Okay? Because you got a lot of fake moralists on YouTube. Keep that bullshit to yourself. I'm tired of that shit. That goes for anybody. I don't want to hear that shit. We don't live in that world now. We live in a world when people don't like themselves. We done had enough of that. Now it's about spreading your mind and get to fucking work and do what you need to do for yourself and then help others around you. That's what you're supposed to do. Not only yourself, but pray to the Most High Yah for his blessings. Then help the ones around you. But you ain't got a lot of motherfuckers that ain't gonna do that on YouTube. They're narcissistic slave and bots, especially the so-called bitch ass 2.0 slash so-called manosphere that doesn't exist no more. Because when Kevin passed away, y'all some bitch ass niggas. Fuck him and fuck anybody else to support him. I'm not a KS guy. Fuck the whole sphere and 3.0. And I'm saying it because y'all think the same way like BGS. And I have to say this because you niggas is pussy. And I'm tired. Like, I see why I go on other platforms. They don't fuck with y'all. I see this on X. And the females can't stand y'all. And I'm glad they talking shit about y'all. They need to because I'm not a part of that shit. I tell them, no, these niggas are soft. That's why I always go to world class and I tell world class, just take care of yourself, man. Don't let these niggas get in your head. These niggas is nobodies, man. They're losers in real life. It's just a sorry ass shit. That's why Black YouTube is actually dead anyway. It's no such thing as Black YouTube. It's actually, we just gonna call this the filthy section. The filthy section is big. You got all types of races in here. It's already been compromised since 2021. Before that, you had a black. So it's dead now. They already got rid of Cynthia G. Now they cleaned the ends off of it. The beginning. It was in 2021, but it started dying around that time, and now it's over. Now you got election year. Everybody's in the filthy section. The other half of the section is a bunch of weirdos that got millions of subscribers and be on shit talk, or should they say TikTok? You know, fuck that whole site. But I'm saying in general, like, I'm tired of hearing this shit. Stop giving these females power. Stop calling them the W word. Stop calling them women. When you say women, you sound like a manosphere bitch ass nigga. That's why I hear stop giving them power. These so-called what you call modern, I call them modern females. They're losers. Stop calling them women. They don't earn that time. A woman is modest in everything you can think of a woman that does probably. She's a helpmate. She's all that. But if she acting bad, you gotta call a female. Just like the men. Like if he's acting bad, you call him a male. You don't call him a man. A man don't have to say a man. You have to live by as a man does. That society outside of this internet, you have to live how a man does. Y'all can't tell me about manhood. At least I got a father, unlike you niggas. But it's the same shit that I see all the time on this internet shit. And shouts out to APTV telling he needs to keep dropping knowledge a little bit, and then he can have his little fun, and that's cool. But when you listen to Kevin, I never subscribed to that bitch ass nigga. I already knew he was a narcissist. And I'm saying narcissist as a bad thing. It's nothing positive about it. It's nothing great about it. It's a bad thing. It's negative. We already got it in this country. That's why I don't like Trump. Anybody that's a community, I just can't fuck with you. They get killed every day in the hood every day. Why you think gangsters are sociopaths and psychopaths and murders? All the people that did the shit, they tell you they hate them. That's what you got in the world. That's why they prey on because they weak. They ain't gonna do shit. But the ones that are manipulative, like Trump and KS, they're dangerous because they can get sociopaths and psychopaths to do their bidding. But the ones that's non-intelligent, I'm talking about the ones that are non-intelligent sociopaths, psychopaths that you see that murder people all the time. But the ones that's in really power, they're really sociopaths, and they don't care for most people. They just show you they do what they're supposed to. You don't talk to them like that. Now, 9 out of 10 in studies, there's this guy named Professional. He has a big channel. He said there's a study that say about 95 or less percentage y'all have probably talked to sociopath. Y'all didn't even realize it. I probably talked to some and don't realize it down here in Georgia. So yeah, they exist. Like, but they hate narcissists. You have a lot of people who don't like narcissistic people because that's what you got now. Like, you don't, not everybody's a narc though, but I'm just saying, but if you have those traits like him or a textbook, I don't have no issue with because he's a bot, he's a sheep anyway. Like you in the comment section. But when you got guys like KS and the Trump, I can't fuck with y'all. I'm sorry. That the stuff they say, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just retarded shit that I didn't heard before. That's not true. Every man is not the same. Because every man's not a man. They're males. I'm trying to get y'all away from that. Use it in context and call him what he is. in conversation. Only way he's a man is not having just chill, just man, period. By his business and helping others around him in his community. That's what a man does. Or societies. That's what men do. Males don't do that. Males be catty and be online and being bitches on panels all day. Not just that, but out here talking shit and ain't doing shit. They're going against the system, being a narcissistic slave. Because most of your slaves were narcs. I hate to say that because they didn't think straight. And then you got some field slaves didn't act like that. They was about to tear up shit. They were thinkers. So I hate the term sociopath. I have to put all them three together. I'll explain that in a vlog stream why I mean by that, because a lot of you dudes don't understand. Killers don't care nothing about you like that. Once you call the Ray Rays, the Rodneys of the world, those are sociopaths. They're normal. And then you got the ones in business suits of sociopaths. They don't like guys like y'all. They ain't gonna let you on a platform spewing that bullshit. They'd rather have a psychopath versus y'all anyway. I'm talking about niggas that complain about females 95% of their content. Y'all a bunch of narcissists. That goes for the other sexes too, but I'm just saying I'm not going to beat them up all the time. We already know that because they brainwashed by y'all, because wherever you do, they do. They're a reflection of you. The only way you want to change them, if you niggas wish to change them, the SBE bitch-ass niggas that y'all are, is to shut the fuck up and just be indifferent and let the spirit of the Most High Yah deal with that. As a man, you should ignore them. A real man ignores them and minds his business and build his societies. They will come in a righteous way. And that shit will go away. The rest of them is going to be destroyed by the system. I'm telling you, just like the steroid situation, if LeBron comes out and legalizes it along with whoever's president, they're going to give him the okay. Okay, LeBron, you can do what you want. The league's already been tampered with years ago. So Kel Summers not playing with y'all. There's a lot of people don't care about you idiots. Like most of these people that take steroids are narcs too. They're the worst. And they letting you know they don't give a damn. But you got niggas in the manosphere, so-called manosphere. It don't exist anymore because a bunch of you ragtag insurgents and derelicts, y'all the main problem. And then you wonder why people don't fuck with y'all. Like, I studied this shit years ago. I know what y'all was on, but I didn't know it was that bad in 2020. And then I saw this in 2021. I said, man, y'all some bitch-ass niggas. I want to say something bad about y'all, but I held it back. I just let y'all speak and see where y'all coming from. And it sounds retarded. And shouts out to World Class and them brothers over there that's correcting this shit. I'm tired of correcting. I tried that shit in 2021 and it didn't work. Let's let y'all have it. That's why I fell back in 2022 and then did my thing. And I said, these niggas has been soft. They ain't about shit. And you got niggas in the filthy section going at each other too. But it's a big section of it. They don't want that on the front page of YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas kill me. Talk about, you know, when they say the W word, stop saying it. Just call them females, man. A woman ain't acting like that. Y'all don't know what a real woman is. Y'all never do. You think you do, but you don't. Y'all been in these petty relationships, these what they call it, monogamous relationships. They're not real. Most men are not monogamous. They like multiple women and wives. They think like the ancient time and old school. That's how black men think. Most of the times, it's in our DNA. I don't agree with monogamy. I really never did. I still don't. Because 9 out of 10, there's always going to be some pushback, disagreement, Western concept. It's a Western concept that doesn't work. I understand why people don't want to get married. So I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. That's y'all's choice. And the men that don't marry, that's on y'all. Like, I ain't with that same sexual shit. That's what y'all be on. And I'm not a fan of that. That's what the manosphere has become. At one time, the manosphere was never about that, but it was about that on the low because you saw it in the corner. But I didn't think it was going to be this bad from 2015 to 2020. And I see it now. Y'all leader was a same sexual, man. I can't fuck with him. I never fucked with him. I'm the only person that talks shit about him, but never watch his content. The only people that bring him up to me is on other platforms I be on. Like, who gives a fuck about that nigga? That nigga's lame, bro. He's a well-known same-sexual in Georgia. The way he died from Red Bull. A lot of say he died from sex. No, he died from that Red Bull. That's factual. And I got evidence to prove that that people that was close to him, and I was off air talking about that, and it's more than that. I don't believe he did that. No, he died, and there's other sources I got it from too, not just people from offline, but other places that I saw in the other platforms say he died from something else that's from here. So I got different sources, but I ain't gonna mention it on here. But it's not relevant because he went out what he went out. He didn't get it, and y'all ain't got no leader. Y'all never did. He was y'all's fake ass leader for a time. You niggas fell for it. What he did was he gave y'all some pathetic ass ego, and that's why I laugh at you niggas that support him. Now I understand if you like him for entertainment value, cool. But I'm saying being a diehard dick sucking supporter, I'm tired of that shit, bro. That's why I had to fail back from y'all from 2022. 21, I was trolling y'all and just fucking with y'all. But 2022, I said, man, you niggas is lame. I had to move on. And I did what I did. 2023 was my best year coming back, doing the things I want to talk about and then get on for it. And I did good. This year I'm doing all right too. I'm not live streaming as much like I used to in 2021. I figured out how bitch made you niggas are, and then you do it on your, and I'm still getting a little bit of numbers. I don't care because YouTube's always been dry. Because you got a lot of these bot narcissistic trolls on here that I have to block constantly. And it's dead, technically. That's why it's no YouTube. But I'm just gonna tell y'all something. If you do content, do something that you want to talk about, and then speak on current events, speak on this bullshit YouTube that's dying out, and people moving forward, because people ain't got no content. I've noticed that, and I studied this shit, why they don't have content. They got problems. I go on Rumble, same shit. Rumble's straight. The problem is the content is mediocre. It's just as bad as YouTube, but they are getting numbers. The only people I watch on Rumble is Kim Iverson with her news segment. She's a little independent, but she has a little biases there and there. But it's just typical. You know what I'm saying? Life said it lean towards the right. No, it doesn't. It lean towards the middle. What's going on? What's going on, Khalil? What's going on with you, man? But it's actually center right on there. A lot of people say it's right. No, I see center right. You got people like Ticket TV on there. You got Too Raw. You got all types of people. The people that's leaning towards the right ain't really right. They're just a bunch of right wing racist liberals. And they try to say, is liberals racist right? Sir, I said, yeah. Most liberals lean towards the right. Y'all think they the left. There's no such thing as a leftist liberal. I just don't believe that. Thanks to Shasta tell me that. I never believed that. Thank God he told me that. And I did my own research on it. I said this years ago. And I felt that way. And I felt like they always side with conservatives on certain issues. You can't trust nobody on the internet. You just really got to trust your gut to do your own research, and that's it. Not everybody's your friend on here. It's competition. That's what YouTube is about. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It is competition. And these niggas is soft as butter. And I stopped fucking with a lot of people. And anything asked about my channel is about what it says about my description box. I talk about everything. Yeah, I talk about the historical stuff first because I want my people to wake up. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with BS all day, every day. But you got people on here think they know shit, which they do not know shit about how YouTube was. I've been on YouTube for years. Been on it since 07. I've been on here for 17 years. And the only thing, the years that before it fell off, I got to say, from 08 to now, it's been trash. The first 3 years were the best years. I hate to say it, like from 05 and 07 was the best years that when I first came. 08 was decent. It was mediocre, but it was a decent year. 09 was decent. From 09 to 2012, they were good until I got flagged in 2012, my old channel. But this channel right here, I just went straight for what I really wanted to talk about. And I'm glad I stayed on this channel. I'll tell you why I'm glad. Because I didn't have to do too much. I used it what it was. Wasn't going to be no superstar on here. And I'm glad I chose this path and it worked. And now everything's coming to fruition. In the years I predicted what was going to happen. Shout out to me and Elder Young and others predicted. And we did our thing. But we live by what we say. It's not easy. It's not easy work. And then, yes, I was in the workplace for at least 2 years. I was absent on YouTube from 2015 to 2020. And then and y'all talking about the same old shit over and over again. No one really cared. And I came back next year during after 2020, but 2021 was that was a hell of a year. And I'm glad I started doing a little small cast and then the podcast. And next thing you know, boom, I start booming. And I thought the certain individuals, I ain't gonna mention their names, they're irrelevant, thought we was gonna go there. But then you know what? It actually helped me to think I didn't have to fuck with them, but it actually helped me out. I will thank those sorry ass individuals. I'm gonna give them a little small little thank you. I don't give a fuck about them, but a small little thank you for helping my success to go through this path and just start barking at you niggas, man. Y'all irrelevant. But it's not about growing your shit. You grow your shit how you want to grow it. Because if you grow it like 10 toes down like he does, see, he likes to run his mouth. And I don't care for him that much. But all them niggas is weird too. But these old niggas, man, they kill me, bro. Like they're funny and hilarious, but it's nothing special about them. But that's a whole nother story on him. No shot at him, but I don't care for him. But I saw his last stream, man. He's desperate for Zip. Zip, I don't care nothing about that boy. And then 10 don't either. He just doing it for clicks. They ain't got nothing to talk about. Especially 10. He ain't got nothing to talk about. 10's gonna be 10. It is what it is. Pathetic, man. Like, but people listen to those people. But that's I try to tell, I try to tell Zip that niggas ain't gonna change, bro. Yes, he has to understand this is YouTube. YouTube's gonna do what they gonna do. You ain't gonna have a big ass following. At first, if you do have a big ass following, you gotta lie a lot. You gotta be an asshole. That's what YouTube has become. Before that, it was never like that. You had to be skillful, know how to read, properly speak with authority, and be crisp with what you're saying. Microphones wasn't standard. If you had a microphone recording, it has to be on par. Now you got to do it in a live stream form, learn how to etiquette your words. There's a whole nother story. He says it's not gonna last. Of course it's not gonna last. It's garbage. I told y'all about Rumble. Rumble is probably the safest bet to do content if you want. They're not gonna flag you as much. People that flag is these weirdos in the comment section and the combination of this company's site, but it ain't the company's fault. It's how it's structured. It needs to be cleaned up. And the guy that runs it is a bitch. I said he's a bitch, but fuck him. But I don't care if it gets popped without what I said that statement. Fuck him. But this is why you got these dudes on here. Like, as long as they regulate it, not regulate too much, but regulate the content about talking about females all day, that shit gets old after a while. Who cares? They gonna say what they gonna say on X, Instagram about y'all, and they be watching, not subscribe to YouTube, and ones that are, and they got YouTube channels as well. You think they don't have YouTube channels? They be watching y'all. And they take it back to another platform and talk shit about y'all. That's what they do now. That's how they go all over. Y'all act like this ain't the first time. I seen this shit. I seen this shit a long time. And y'all gotta understand, YouTube is one of them places that you gotta mind your business sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to, because then when they put your name in it, then we all in a brawl, right? But when you're doing my type of content, it takes a minute. And that shit grows. And if it still grows, boom. See, I'm doing it for the long haul. But if you go for the fast way, the sucker shit, that's what they want. And shouts out to that Jamaican. What was that guy I watched the other night? And this is before the clocks went back up. He said, people that do positive stuff do not become successful. That's fact. He shouts out the same sentiments I said. But after a while, he's right. The negative shit sells because everybody wants to be on TV. And I said this 3 years ago. That's what they want. So don't expect me to change. I'm not changing shit. I'm saying the same shit that I've always said. So you got to understand, that's the type of line I'm on. So anytime people talk bad about me and all that, they're losers. They ain't got nothing going on. Like 10 and them guys know them niggas is hoes. I'm just using 10 Toes Down as an example. I don't care for his ass, but I watch some of his shit on the low and not subscribe to him. But the stuff he be saying is something I be saying, right? I've been saying this shit for years, and niggas ain't gonna do shit no way. Building communities and talking about economics and all that, and then the Claude Anderson thing. I have to disagree with George Macon on this one. I agree what he said, bringing on Claude Anderson. Yeah, he said that in '95. That's true about the migrant crisis. I'm not gonna speak on it as much. It's irrelevant. Most of them migrants y'all complain about, they try to be legal Americans. That's what they're trying to be, right? But don't realize that there's no money for them. And like I said, there's money for them. That they spend all that money on bullshit. And then when they get caught with the DUI and the drugs and stuff on the body cam community, they get laughed at. They don't come back to America no more. Why is that? Why is that? A lot of people say that they're not taking over. They're taking over certain spots they want, but they're not thriving. They're thriving based off an illusion, what you niggas think. Yeah, gentrified, but it's gonna be the same shit. They're still gonna get locked up if they lose their job. So cut it out. Like there's two types of so-called black people. You got regular people like us that would like to call themselves black or Americans, regular people, our complexion. And the other side of complexion, those are niggas. There's a difference. Like I said, this ain't no, there's a difference. Niggas use the word, I'm a real nigga. That's what they use. They the ones get promoted on YouTube and everywhere else. They're the scum of the earth. They're the traitors of societies that hate themselves and they hate being black. They don't like to be called black now. They use black when it's convenient, but really they hate being black. They want to be white so bad. That's why they bleach their skin. If you look at Vibes Cartel, he's another example. I don't mess with Vibes. He's got good music in the past, and he still got good music with the bleach skin. I'm not a fan of that. You know where he got that from? He got that from us. We're the kings of that. We ruined Jamaica like that. Shouts out to my Jamaican people down there, but it's a shame. We take accountability to that. We'll take accountability to that. I'm going to talk about that on a vlog stream, why bleaching skin is no good. And you're going to regret that later. I'm going to talk about that on a separate stream, on a vlog stream, why bleaching skin is no good. And it's bad in Jamaica. It's bad in everywhere else in the Caribbean. Like, we brainwash them so bad, it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Yeah, they got the soap in their countries. Yeah. Right. Facts. Yeah. That they're gonna regret that. But see, black people was doing that since the 40s and way back. Even in Malcolm X time when he was the gangster and doing drugs, he was a drug dealer and all that stuff before he got reformed and changed to the righteous word of the Most High. But not in Yah, he was in Muslim called Allah and stuff, and he had to get away from that years later after he got assassinated. But that's a whole other topic on him. But yeah, bleaching cream and all that stuff, the hair and all that shit's wild, man. It's bad out there, you know. But I'm just saying it for example. But you got guys like that. That's a problem. When you talk about nigga behavior and the tattoos, I understand if y'all like tattoos, that's a cultural thing that goes back to other cultures and things like that. I'm not a fan of those. If I had a tattoo, I would have had sleeves myself. But me personally, I don't have tattoos. To me, that's a good thing. I'm not a tattoo person like that. Do I hate them? Not so much. If they have some positive ones instead of the guns and the skulls and stuff, I don't know. The skulls is crazy. They look cool, but why have one? You know, if I was bad and on some terroristic criminal shit, yeah, I would have something like that. But in reality, what's the point of having it? I'll have like if I want something positive, I'll have some I'll probably have some Hebrew scrolls and or tiles or tablets, stone tablets. I'll have some shit like that. Or a staff or some shit. I don't know. I'll probably have some animal on there. I won't have no bones. That's too plain and bland. But me, I'm not a tattoo person. I never was. I never got into that. If I had a back tattoo, it's gonna be some scrolls. I'll say that, but I don't want a back tattoo. To be honest with you, I look at it. I say I'm too old to get one anyway. If I was young in my early youth, if I was ignorant, like if I was like 20 plus and on down, yeah, I would have a tattoo. And if I was big, I was a brolic ass, so yeah. But something tell me don't get it. I don't know if it gives you cancer, but that's a whole nother story. Some people say it does. I haven't seen it, but I just don't get one. You know, me be honest with you, I've never got one, and I think that's a good thing. My skin can't handle most things like that, but you know, I gotta fix my skin problem. My skin is good, but I don't have that smooth skin. Like When people get tattoos, their skin is so smooth and silky and all that. I don't have that. I have that rough skin. I don't think that would work. And I think I'm very cautious of having it on me. But if I did, it'd be different. I don't know. It's just every skin don't look right on a tattoo. I'm just say that right now. But that's just me. But I don't know why females have tattoos. That's crazy. I've seen all types of get all types of tattoos. And fellas, if you're dealing with someone with tattoos, stop calling her a woman. That's a female. And I ain't gonna start bargaining and say roof, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave that alone. But it is what it is, man. It's just that's the problem, man. And I'm tired of these spaces talking about females 95% of their content because that shit gets stale after a while. I looked back at that from 3 years ago, like you niggas ain't did nothing since then from 2015, and now y'all lame as fuck. And then you wonder why people hate on y'all on different platforms. So this is gonna be it. But I'll talk to y'all like a couple more minutes. I'm in my bag right now, so it's 3:01, but I'm in my bag right now. So because I like this microphone, I'm sounding good on it because I'm probably gonna sound good on the playback. But you got people thinking everything is gonna be all right, but don't realize that this stuff is gonna harm you. So when you look at things like this, yeah, because I just was, yeah, you're correct. I don't understand. Now the audience wants that's the problem. That's the problem right there, Khalil. Like they want it because they're fucking, like I said earlier, they're narcissistic slaves. They got some narcissist problem. They said, what's a narcissist? Self-absorbed, think about himself like a Donald Trump's the template of that. He's a community one. He deals with community words of affirmation. They're clowns. It's not a good trait to have. Now, if you are a non-narcissist and don't have that, yeah, it's okay to think about yourself, but don't do it too much. Give thanks to the Most High Yah, you're still here and then living your life right and don't worry about shit. It's okay to look yourself in the mirror, look at as a secondary. I don't like to use the word God. God means power to me, but that's it. But the true power is the Most High. It's not within you. You can see, He's outward, but the thing is, you got to live by in spirit. It ain't easy. It's tough. I know. Follow the law, statutes, commandments, and laws and precepts and judgments, right? But you gotta live right. You gotta live right as best as you can, and then he'll give you the thanks. But you gotta earn that. You know what I'm saying? It's a process, and then people show you to say you had that high order, and there you are. But you got people just misuse it. But I understand. The textbook is just a typical slave, what you got now in America. They all bots and they all act like sheep, and then they get told what to do and all this other stuff. They're like the least worst. But the main ones like the KSs in the world and the Trumps in the world, they're the worst. I don't know why people follow them. I understand, but that ain't, they all they care about is themselves. And it's okay to care about yourself, but too much of that is bad. That leads to narco land. A lot of people try to say that's no. Narcissist goes both ways on two genders. If you have that personality, I'm not fucking. I don't care if you're male or female. I'm not fucking with you. Especially if you're a community. I already have one in my family that's worse. Well, actually, couple. I ain't gonna mention their names, but they irrelevant. But I'm just saying that's the stuff that you got to look at. Even if your own family has it, I understand. That's why I avoid them like a plague. I don't give them certain conversations that they don't need to hear. But you got to understand that a lot of people get caught up with that, especially on YouTube, because the dogmatic stuff that they have on females. And y'all calling them women. They're not women. They lost that woman card. They got to earn that. To be a woman, you can't be screaming and yelling. You got to be modest and do all that. That's a classic woman. Then you got other women that can be a little bit of that, but too much of that is bad. But don't argue like 95% of the time. Just don't do it. Like I said something earlier in the stream that monogamous race is just trash. And then they talk about it every time on content on YouTube like it's the end all be all, which is not. But that's that trait that we have. And this is why I don't fuck with a lot of relationship content because they're all garbage. And most of these people are lame. And the reason why they lame so much on YouTube, a lot of them have narcissistic tendencies. I see. I don't care if they're same sexual or regular. I don't use the word straight. Straight can be anything. Because straight, I use it in different contexts. Y'all think straight's regular. No, 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 no. Straight can mean a lot of things. That could be that applies to same sexual shit. Because you give that's their little lingo if they use the word straight. And they what they call cis. I don't subscribe to that. Fuck that cis talk. No, we regular people. If you say I'm cis in the comment section and you don't fuck with my channel, you getting blocked. Period. That's anybody that's the same sex that think like that. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Don't come on my platform like that. This is not a platform for y'all. Y'all go over there with that bullshit. Go over there with the mainstream so-called manosphere 2.0. Y'all go with them motherfuckers. I don't fuck with y'all like that. I really don't. And I stand on that. Ain't I'm afraid. No, you're same sexual. I don't use the H word. That means human, you know what? Because y'all stole every damn thing. So I'm sick of that. I'm using my own lingo. They said, you don't call no. No, I don't use the H word. No, 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 no. That ain't their lingo. They stole that. Because what's a scientific word that the Dale, the guy from the hieroglyphics, say his nickname is human being. That's what a Homo sapien is. A Homo sapien is a human being, right? So it's human being. So Homo sapien means human being, right? When you use the word homosexual, like, or should I say human sexual, think about it, it's human sexual, right? So but I ain't gonna get into that. That's a little science right there, etymology, but I'm not gonna get into that aspect of it. And they try to apply to them. No, 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 because you say you're human. I'm not gonna argue with that. No, you're same sexual. Yeah, you're slightly human, but that's not humanistic what we do naturally, because humans got thoughts, sexuality, orientation, and all that. But everybody's not natural doing that. No, and y'all say I was born that. I don't believe that. You was taught that. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of that. But I don't fuck with y'all like that. Y'all do your thing and whatever, but y'all ruined every platform that I've seen on all platforms years and years. Y'all ruined Tumblr and everything else, but I ain't gonna get into that because that whole conversation is why I'm so sick of the so-called mainstream, because y'all promote that. That's why a lot of people stop fucking with it. I saw it in 2020 and knew where it was going, and then it's not good. And that's why the Lost Bros, aka Passport Bros, are lame too. They do the same shit over and over again, and they can't do nothing about it. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Yeah, fuck they lingo because it ain't even theirs. They stole half of everything. They fucked up science and everything. That's why I say fuck every last one of them. Because I label them as same sexuals. I use the term that, and they said, "Why use that?" Because that's what they are. I don't fuck with them. I'm applying to them. They know what I meant by that. I don't get popped for that. If you notice, I use that, and they can't steal that. That's called their political correctness BS. They have no culture. That's that Western Edomite Roman bullshit. That's what it is. And that's why you got a lot of Masons on here and double agents on here that dick rides every sphere and spaces on these live streams. I noticed this and I stopped fucking with a lot of people. And I learned that. I said, man, these double agents, man, they get on my fucking nerves. And then you wonder why I don't fuck with YouTube like that. I treat this shit what it is, man. It's war, yeah, on information and everything, but you got to learn to stop fucking with these people on these panels. They're the problem. And shots of the world class busting their ass every time. But he has to understand it's a game to them. That's why I say no to fatty foods, man. He's another one, like another weirdo. That's what you got on the internet, man. Like that's the shit that y'all listen to. That's the shit I'll listen to. Crazy, man. But anyway, shouts out to Khalil for coming in, and shouts out to the people that came in earlier in the clouds, whatever. You know, I was talking about the LeBron James fiasco with the steroids, because the steroid thing it's a real problem, and I think it's going to remain a problem in the future because they going to try to legalize this shit like weed and everything else. That's what I'm going to say about it. But in reality, you're going to see people okay in this, like they did with that guy in Boston, Tito Ortiz. He's in the Hall of Fame, but he took PEDs. They let him in the Hall of Fame. Shouts out to Raw for saying that. Raw, I got that from Raw for TV for that. He said that. He mentioned that. That's why I don't like Major League Baseball, because of that. You let that guy in the Hall of Fame, but what about Barry Bonds? Another black man. I'm sorry, but that guy's Caribbean, right? He's Dominican. See what I'm saying? And then he might bleach his skin like Sammy Sosa. That's why I stopped fucking with Sammy Sosa. His bird brain ass. That's why I don't fuck with half of those Dominicans down there. Like they always want to be these these Spaniards, but forgot they want to be like them so bad. Bunch of clowns, bro. That's why Haiti's fucked up. Haiti needs the whole island. Dominican Republic should not exist, to be honest with you. They're the same people on the same island, which is stupid. They ain't gonna last either, because they ain't got no history. That fake ass Revolution War, I don't care for study they punk asses. They so overrated and lame. No one gives a fuck about them. No one gives a fuck about them. I'm just keeping it real. It's no hate if you're Dominican, but I'm just saying, like, the ones down there bleaching their skin, it's pathetic, man. Y'all got that from us, man. That's why people don't respect y'all in the South like that. Yeah, yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. And fuck Sammy Sosa. I said it. I don't care who likes it. Fuck both of them. I'm not a fan of dark skinned Dominicans like that. They're stupid. Fuck them. Keep that Spanish bullshit to yourself. You fucking mark ass coons. Fuck both of them. But it is what it is. But my apologies. But I'm done. Shalom to the people of Israel, to the Gentiles. Shalom to y'all as well. Until next time. And I'll see y'all on the 26th of March or the final version of the Embrace of Being Independent Thinking series. And I'll see y'all next time. And I'm signing off and I'm out.